The Israeli military has launched new strikes on the southern Lebanese city of Tyre, targeting the militant group Hezbollah. That attack coming after the Israeli army warned residents to evacuate large parts of the coastal city that's home to a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Let's cross now to France 24's Catherine Norris Trent, who is at a school in southern Lebanon where many refugees are heading. Catherine, first of all, tell us more about these latest bombings and these evacuations.
Hello, Jeannie. Yes, the Israeli army this morning issued evacuation orders for the city of Tyre in southern Lebanon, once a bustling port city, an ancient heritage site. But shortly after those warnings began, Israel began bombing sites in Tyre, and we've seen pictures of huge plumes of smoke rising up from the city there. People we've spoken to in the area telling us of numerous strikes on that city and in villages around there. The Israeli army urged people to get away. They said they had to get away from Hezbollah areas because of Hezbollah activities in the city of Tyre was why they were going to strike it. So we're expecting here, where I am, in the city of Sidon, a little further north of Tyre, to see a new influx of refugees. We're already hearing stories about people hitting the road and trying to escape north. In Tyre, there'd been people who'd fled fighting further down south near the border, and now we're expecting a fresh wave of people to hit the roads and come up as that bombing intensifies. I'm in a city here, which is south of Beirut in Sidon, in a school which has been turned, along with 1,000 other schools in Lebanon, into an emergency humanitarian shelter. You can probably see the clothes behind me. There are people who are living here, washing, trying to eke out what existence they can. Hundreds of people are sleeping in this school, thousands of people in schools across the city. And across Lebanon as a whole, the government says more than 1.2 million people have been displaced since the start of this conflict. So this is a humanitarian disaster for the country, really, which they are bracing for to get worse as things go forward and as Israel's bombing campaign, it says against Hezbollah targets, continues.
Indeed, and Israel has now said it killed 3 Hezbollah commanders and some 70 fighters in just the past 48 hours, and that one day after it confirmed it had killed Hezbollah's heir apparent leader, Hashem Safieddine. What more can you tell us about the death of that man who had stepped into the shoes of Hassan Nasrallah as Hezbollah's new leader?
Right, so this is coming from reports that Israel put out last night. They said they confirmed the death of Hashem Safieddine, who was widely be expected to take over from Hassan Nasrallah as the Secretary General of Hezbollah. Now, Israel said that he actually died in airstrikes they conducted perhaps around 3 weeks ago. And Lebanese security sources had been saying they hadn't heard from Safieddine since the beginning of October. Hezbollah so far hasn't commented on these reports, but it would be another big blow for Hezbollah. Of course, Hassan Nasrallah, the leader who led the Shia political militant movement for more than 3 decades, was assassinated on the 27th of September. And since then, there's been a lot of speculation about who could take over as his successor. Israel continuing to target high-level Hezbollah leaders wherever they can. And of course, you know, a lot of their leadership has been had contact cut off, been injured, been killed by the strikes that Israel's carried out and the operations that they put in place with booby-trap pages and walkie-talkies back in September. So this would be another big blow from them going forward. Meanwhile, Israel says it will continue to strike targets on Hezbollah even after and when it might wrap up its ground operation in southern Lebanon.
Catherine, thank you so much for your reporting there. That's our senior reporter, Catherine Norris Trent, in Lebanon.